Hi players, bonjour for probably the last time from Paris. My name is Assaf and welcome to my channel Easy Board Games. Today we're going to have a little bit of a different video than what we're used to at the end of the month for a few reasons. First of all, we're going to have the winner of the free giveaway of Starcraft, the board game. Second of all, I know that usually in this type of videos, I'm telling you what are the board games that are coming in, what the board games that are going out. So I guess that you probably paid attention, but the wall behind me is completely empty because I'm probably releasing this video tomorrow. So that means that in 2 days, I'm going to leave Paris and moving to Geneva, Switzerland. Now, that means that for now, 80% of my collection right now is boxed, and I put it in the long-term storage because, well, for different reasons, but for now it's not going to be available. But what I do want to tell you that the 20% of my collection that I did take with me is actually games that I didn't play at all, and I would like to play them, create content for them, and decide if they're going to stay in my collection or not. So here's the thing. In the last video, last month actually, that I asked of you your opinion, because I told you that I'm now having more than 100 games, and you know that I love to keep my collection strictly at 100 games, no more and no less. But it kind of raised a question for me. What do you think that I should do with games that are unplayed actually? Let's say if it's the fulfillment season from Kickstarter or GameFound or whatever, and I'm actually having more games than what I would like to keep in my collection. Most of you actually said that, Assaf, it's totally okay if you're going to have some sort of like a buffer shelf, let's call it like that, that is not going to pass a certain amount of games, just until you're going to play them and see if you would like to keep them in your collection or not. Some of you actually said, listen, you're committed to 100 games. This is the reason why we're watching this type of content, so you should stick to that. And to be honest with you guys, I thought about it a lot, and I think that basically I would like, or I would love to agree with the part that is saying, like, you know, you can cut yourself some slack and it's okay to have a place on the shelf for unplayed games that are not actually in your collection. But I think I'm going to stay strict, and I would not like to have more than 100 games. That means that because I already passed the 100 games, okay, and I'm going to present to you 2 games that actually, since the last video, already came in the mail. I think that I need to stop buying new games, or stop backing, even though I kind of did that yesterday, but we're going to talk about it in a few more minutes. And games that are coming over here are supposed to be played, okay? Now, it's a little bit difficult, I'll be honest with you, because a game that I'm having, for me, it's not like I just want to play it and then decide if it's going to stay or not. Because I believe that a game should be played at least, let's say, 3 times, okay, or 2 to 3 times or something like that. I mean, depends on your experience. If it's completely catastrophe, I would say that 1-2 times to like, okay, I don't want to deal with this anymore. But if you're not sure completely about a game, I think that you need to give it a few chances before you're deciding what's going on with it, okay? Especially if it's a game that you invested your time and money in having. So this is why the 20% of games that I'm taking with me are actually games that I haven't played before. Those are games that I want to play them more than a few times, check them out, create content, then decide if they're staying or not. And my goal is to go back to this 100 games, no more, no less. And also, you know what? When I packed the games, I just grabbed my head and I said, I cannot believe I have so many unplayed games. It's almost, it's a shame, okay? There is a reason they call it the shelf of shame. I don't see it at all as a shelf of opportunity for me. It's a shame to have so many unplayed games and still, you know, keeping your eyes on other deals or other games or other projects that are coming to the crowdfunding platforms. I don't feel comfortable with it, okay? It doesn't feel right for me. So I'm starting here a new way, and I'm not going to get new games besides what I already pledged in the past, and it's going to come, obviously. I'm not buying new games until I am actually narrowing down my collection again to 100 games. It might take me a while. Maybe I'm going to do this type of video in 2-3 months, but at least after that, we're going to keep it strictly to 100, and maybe it's going to drop even from that. So, after having said that, let's talk about the 2 games that are actually joining to not my collection. I don't know how you want to call it. Well, whatever, they arrived. The first one that is already packed in a carton, that is Proxy War, which is really like a kind of an indie game that I would really like to check out. Seems interesting. I was waiting for this project actually a long time before it launched, I mean, because the campaign itself was great. So this is something that I'm going to check out. The second game that arrived, maybe you could already see it with the camera, but that is Inferno, the Deluxe Edition. Not something that you haven't seen before. I saw already a lot of photos on Facebook and a lot of people commenting on this game. I saw this game in Essen, and I'm happy that I like the way it was, basically, because I already pledged for it, so there's nothing to do. But this is a game that I would really like to check out. So those are the 2 games that came recently. What are we going to have in Easy Board Games for the next month? So first of all, in the beginning of November, since Era of Tribes is having a new campaign for a new edition and some additions like an expansion, I'm going to have for you guys a review, what I thought about Era of Tribes. Feel free to check it out. And actually that is a video that I also recording in Paris, so even though this is really the last video that I'm doing from Paris, you're going to have one more. Not that anybody cares, just something that I wanted to say, so I apologize. Another video that for sure I'm going to do that is a highlight, guys. Mindclash were kind enough to send me a prototype for Revenant. So I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but this is already something that I have right now on the table. I'm super excited about it because it's in the same world as Voidfall, that, as you know, in 2023 was in my top 5 games of all time. Maybe it's something that is going to change at the end of the year. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. But I know that this is not as heavy as Voidfall, but still, it's Mindclash, and I would love to see how it's going on. So hopefully, in the next 2 days, I'll be able to understand what's going on over here. Maybe not produce the video, but I'm on it, okay? Promise you, I'm on it. And besides that, to be honest with you, hopefully I'll be able to give you a content for the unplayed games that I have, and I'll be able to crack them open, but that depends really on personal things, on the moving, on the new job, etc. I'm going to do my best, and already I really want to thank you for, again, the patience that you're having. I know that I'm not creating as much content as I did a little bit before, but again, it's just because it's a little bit of a weird period of time for me, so I apologize again. Moving from that to I'll be backing. And after 3 months that I haven't backed a single project, I actually backed the new game that is called Maniac, that is in GameFound. Feel free to check it out. And besides the price tag that I find kind of normal for the deluxe edition with the taxes, I actually found it kind of okay, especially for the way, for the visual way of the game. You know, I think it looks kind of awesome. And also, even though it's a hidden movement and it's not my favorite genre of the game, there is a mechanism over there of like a double hidden movement or something like that that kind of attracted my attention. So this is something that I would like to check out. Maybe it will be actually the replacement for a Terroscape. Might be. I have no idea. We're going to see how it goes. So that is the project that I decided to back after 3 months. But I think I want to say that maybe the expansion for Era of Tribes, or maybe what it's called, the new game that is going to come in the first quarter of 2025 by Archon Studios, Astra something. Oh my god, I am going to put the name on your screen right now, so I apologize for that, but I don't see myself backing anything else at the moment. Moving on, guys, maybe to the part that you most waited for, or some of you at least, that is the Starcraft, the board game free giveaway. So I'm using here an application that I found, one of the first ones that I found. You're actually attaching the link for the video itself on YouTube, and they're just going to draw a comment in random. I apologize, we're going to have to count until 10 to have it, so we can press start, counting down from 10, kind of weird. Can you start from 5 or something like that? But in any case, let's see who is going to win. And we have here Biodelic. So Biodelic, I'm going to contact you and you're going to tell me to which address you would like me to send you this game. Congratulations. I'm sorry guys for those who didn't win the free giveaway. As you know, I'm doing a free giveaway every time I have 500 new subscribers, and already from the last video we have more than 100 new subscribers. So again guys, thank you so much for sticking around, for joining to the channel, for liking the content. I appreciate it. I'm happy that I can create content that is actually helping you, or sometimes a little bit entertaining. But in any case, I appreciate it. I really appreciate your patience and just being here. So thank you for that. And with that guys, again, sorry for the short video. I'm going to continue with Revenant and packing the last of my stuff. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.